What up? We have been busy. So this is
You live? Oh, I didn't.
yeah. Mine.
Oh, okay, guys. Look.
Ready?
All right, hold on now. Okay, we just let it know. Hey guys, yeah, I just got in. I just got off the plane, and I've been very busy getting ready for everything, this testifying, the testimony that I have to give. And I have not been able to look at anything of what's going on for about a day or two. So this is, this is something that I have to watch and see what's going on.
We haven't watched it yet.
We haven't watched it yet.
Now, a lot of people reached out and sent it, I did say one thing, that the kids should be charged because the little bit of seeing like online and stuff, but I never watched the full video.
Yeah, I never watched it. So this is.
But yeah, what I saw so far, that juveniles, the kids need to be charged as juveniles. And I think I read something about, I think the mother has sickle cell or something like that.
Oh, this is my authentic reaction. I have not seen this or anything.
Is it authentic?
Yeah, authentic.
Authentic. Airplay. What up, y'all? Somebody said they got their popcorn. We don't have any popcorn. All right. And make sure, because it was on.
Mm-hmm.
Ja.
So yes, guys, this is.
All right, this is our first week. Hopefully, all right, let's do it again.
Yeah, this is our first time. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know why it's on there.
Huh?
Watch it on there.
Yeah.
All this. I'm trying to tell you.
Wait a minute. Do it so I can show her. Let me see this.
It's terrible Wi-Fi.
Let me see. Can you just turn it off there and then put it on there?
Shamor.
So can we
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, we can just hear from the here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I told you Wi-Fi terrible.
Okay, so you turned it. Okay, so yeah, guys, just put it right here. Ooh. Where's the sound at?
Probably once you turn this shit.
Turn it off. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. So I wanted to see this because I heard everyone talking about it, and I wanted you all to get my real reaction. So we are trying to
Turn the TV off.
turn. We're trying to get this together so you all can see it as well, because what I've been hearing is this is everything we've been talking to you about. This is everything we've been warning was happening, while Brandon Johnson and Prisker are lying to you and telling you everything is great, nothing to see here, crime is down. This is what we're dealing with in Chicago. This is the reality that we have to live with every day.
Every day.
Every day. So let me see something. Okay, turn it up. Okay, now let me hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back.
It's press play.
Oh wow, look at the kid. Is she pregnant? Uh-uh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. See, I'm looking at this because I'm trying to look at ages of these kids that look like. And maybe look at that. Look at the little kids. These are little. Yes. And then the girls. It was the girls who. Is she pregnant? Girl right here. These are not. What the? And that's a little boy. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta look at this again. I gotta look at this again. She's pregnant.
And they saying the streaming is freezing, but other people saying they see it, but they.
It's freezing. Look how he. look at, and the kid just screaming. Look how little, look at this. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Now, this is why the military needs to come. This is why the military needs to come. It ain't no saving these children. Some of these children cannot be saved. They too far gone. Nobody don't want no military to come and militarize our communities. Nobody does not want that. Nobody doesn't want that. Let's say it. Militarize our communities. Nobody doesn't want that. However, it has to happen because we don't have. It's just messed up out here. It's messed up. It's just messed up. It's unfortunate that it's like this, but it has to happen. Like that should have never happened. At the end of the day, them kids need to be charged. The person who recorded it needs to be charged, and they need a harsh punishment because you have to lead by example, and that is something that needs to happen. We are a lawless city, a lawless state, and it's gotten worse because it's greedy politicians who are running the state, and then their friends who can get in where they can fit in are absolutely terrible as well, who are supposed to prevent things like that. It's all about money. It's going to continue to be about money. There's no one that's going to come to save us. You guys were feeling all bad and all that stuff about ICE coming and Border Patrol coming. But at the end of the day, the troops need to come. The military needs to come because there's nothing else. Like we've done everything else.
Sure have.
Brandon Johnson, they say today he basically they won against Trump and Border Patrol and all of them left and all that stuff. No, they're going to Charlotte.
And ICE still here.
Yeah.
ICE Border Patrol going on, but ICE is still here.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you didn't win anything. The crime is not down. It's our kids are disrespectful. That girl was sick. Someone said she had sickle cell and
pregnant. It looked like she was pregnant.
She was pregnant.
It looked like she was
pregnant.
pregnant.
And she was walking her kids home. You sit here, and it comes to with these teachers and all this stuff. You got CTU ain't saying nothing about it. Stacey Davis Gates ain't saying nothing. Jackson Potter ain't saying nothing. None of them. Where are the protests for things like that?
Yeah.
Where is Mayor Brandon Johnson's statement about that? Where's Governor Pritzker's statement about that? Where's Lieutenant Governor Stratton? The alderman who's over there in that ward? Where are y'all at? Okay, at the end of the day, y'all are useless. That's why everybody has to go. Everybody has to go. All the aldermen have to go. The U.S. state representative over there has to go. The state senate has to go. You already know Durbin got to get up out of there, but we cannot replace them with a Raja. Robin Kelly, we're gonna keep Lieutenant Governor Stratton. None of those things. The governor has to go. Mayor Brandon Johnson has to go. And this is why when we say we're for Donald Trump bringing whatever that needs to be brought into this city to give this city some type of cleansing. And the only thing I know is to militarize.
Yeah.
Militarize the South Side and the West Side.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's gonna be them tanks need to be out there. It's not about, and I don't care. It ain't about no race. It ain't about. It ain't about none of that. It ain't nothing about him being a white man trying to be over top of you. No, we need federal intervention. If we have nothing, like all we have, like, come on now.
You
That,
and you are sitting up there. Now, can you switch it around? Turn it around. We both can talk.
yeah,
You can flip it around. We can sit right here. You can flip it around.
that word fucking messing me up, man.
No, I know there's certain words. You know, there's a lot of words that mess me up.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the.
Flip it around. Yeah, let's see. Okay, guys, listen. Brandon Johnson is talking about he won against Trump because that's all he cared about is illegal aliens. So in his mind, he won if Border Patrol leave or ICE leave, they won. Because think about it, the only people he's protecting, the only people he care about is the illegal aliens. So in his mind, they did win. But look at over here. Look at what's happening in the rest of the communities. Look what just happened. So illegal aliens, your people who you're protecting won, but look at all of us. We're just out here. That mother and child, her children, they're just out here unprotected. This is what I keep saying. This is what we've been screaming from the rooftop. This is what we are trying to get you all to open your eyes about. We're not protected. Illegal aliens are. The people that he care about and the Democrats care about, they won. They have a victory. We don't. We are out. That mother and her child didn't have children didn't have a victory. We don't, because every day we go outside of our house, we are playing Russian roulette with our lives, and nobody cares. Nobody. You think that first of all, that was my first time seeing that. First of all, those kids, you know what I'm saying?
That's why they say you can't find a kid.
Yeah, those kids. First of all, see, that's why you don't play.
You don't play with nobody.
Like you wouldn't even like if my kid. That was, you know what? Anyway, like we were saying, let me shut up because they'll be trying to use this. But anyway,
right now, police.
The parents should be involved. The parents should be held accountable for this.
Nah, for real.
The parents,
but the kids too.
Yes. Until we start holding these parents accountable for what their kids, because I'm looking at those kids. Those were little kids. Those were young kids. So that means those kids. Those are not teenagers that may live outside of the house or just be, doing what they want to do. Those are kids, middle age. Those are kids that's still in grammar school.
Now, there you go. Let me tell you something. Everybody needs to go to jail.
The parents, the kids. Yes. Yeah. Those kids need to understand. Yeah. Those kids need the consequences to know that if they ever do that again, then this is what's going to happen to you. We must. Yeah,
there's nothing because you can tell they've been bullying them kids in school, and the teachers at the end of the day, these teachers is raggedy, and I've heard teachers say, well, the parents got to get their kids. Yeah, right. I understand that, but y'all out here protesting for more money.
Yeah.
So if y'all protesting for more money and all that stuff, clearly you want to be a change. Yeah. And if you want to be a change, then you need to get in these kids' lives from the time that they're brought to school to the time that they leave school. And that's just what it is. We need, I don't know what's going on with the guidance counselors. I don't know what's going on with the guidance principals.
Yeah, because we're paying too much.
Like, yeah, you got, how much you paying taxes on?
We're paying too much money for this. Because my taxes, I'm going to break it down. When I looked at my taxes, what we're paying for CPS and these felon school systems, it's no way my taxes should be that much for CPS when these schools are like they are. It's no way, period. First of all, you took the police out the school.
Sound the alarm.
Second of all, the parents, you already made it where the parents can't whoop the child, can't discipline the child. So you took that away before you even
all they can do is be gay.
Yeah. So you took that away before you even took everything else. So that was just first you got to take away the parents' rights, and then everything else is going to just be what you see. But anyway,
that's parents, child abuse.
Yeah, the parents.
If your kids are that bad, that's child abuse.
The parents should be held accountable. But then again, you cannot penalize the parent for whooping or disciplining their child. See, how do you do that? You have children like this, but yet and still the parents go to jail if the kid called police on them and said that they got a whooping or they were punished. So this is what we're dealing with, Zoe. So that means if I whoop my child or discipline my child, they're going to call the police and I'm going to get locked up. Look, but then this is what they do. This is what you have.
Y'all cannot continue to keep having these YNs, okay? You cannot continue to raise these YNs. And YNs is both genders, okay?
Right.
Y'all can't continue to do this. I don't know.
Because it was girls.
What it's going to take for you to stop having these YNs, but you cannot continue to raise these kids like this and raise them into YNs, because they're not YNs when they're first been born into to the country or into the world, into society. They become young YNs because of your parenting or the lack of parenting. So if you want to raise a YN, then you need the YN treatment. And the YN treatment is jail.
Jail for the mother and the child.
Jail.
Or the father and the child.
Yeah. And then these are the people that need to be in family court system. Okay, you need to keep tabs on them. And the ones who really do care about parenting and want to be there for your kid, you got them in family court. But then the ones like this that we just saw, they don't get family court. They get slapped on the wrist because you wanted to continue to do that, because you continue to have children like that out here loose like they are. The more money that y'all can go and
get for crime prevention and poverty,
that you're fighting this and you're figuring out, and the statistics say this and things like this. So in order for any of this to change, from your property tax bill to the young YNs, you're going to have to get rid of everybody who's established in office now. Let it be a Republican, let it be a Democrat. They got to get out of office if they do not mean us no good on the Republican side. I'm not saying all Republicans, but y'all need to speak up. I don't understand what it is that you continue to allow these Satan Democrats in the state of Illinois to continue to destroy this beautiful state and destroy this beautiful city that is the third largest city in the country. And I have to continue to say it's the third largest city in the country, because I need you to understand that New York is done. New York City, God bless it. California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, done. So we have Chicago left, and we have to continue to be on everybody's neck until either the feds come, which I pray every day that the feds come, or when it's time to vote these people out. When I say y'all got to show up for midterms, y'all got to show up. March 17th, 2026. Please mark that date. Mark it. Please register to vote, and register to vote as a Republican. please register to vote as a Republican. If in your mind you feel like you can't register as a Republican, register as independent. But I prefer you to register as Republican because they need to understand that no one is going to continue to deal with these soft on crime policies. They're not going to no longer deal with these property tax bills and these people lying and saying that it's Trump and millionaires and billionaires that's the reason why your property tax is up. No, your property tax is up is because this administration right here, the Brandon Johnson administration alone, spent $2.2 billion on illegals. And people always say, oh, well, do you have any evidence? I'm going to give you one piece, and then you can do the rest. First of all, the mainstream media only keep telling you $649 million. And you know why they keep telling you $649 million? Because they can't FOIA no other things from this administration because they have it that anything that you go to FOIA in this city, you will not get. That's not one. They don't have no more receipts. They stopped keeping receipts after $649 million. Now, when the legal immigration Ponzi scheme was up and popping, when it was going crazy, when it was all over the place, when it was hot news, they were spending. It was 5 shelters, 5 illegal immigration shelters. Right? We got Standard, we got Inner Chicago. We got the one that was out there by Midway. We got Hyde Park, and then we had the one in Brian Sitcho Lopez with the little boy got died. Right, there's 5. $725,000 a day they spend on each shelter. $725,000 a day they spent on each shelter. All right, you got 5 shelters. 5 times 7. $725,000 a day. 7 times 5, that is $21 million a week.
$21 million a week.
All right, then we're going to go 30 days. $84 million a month. $84 million a month. 84 million times 12, $1.8 billion. $1.8 million. So $1.8 billion was made in 2024 in shelters. That's not including the rest of the stuff, favorite staffing. It's not including the health insurance. It's not including housing.
Because we're paying $40 to $80 million a month just on illegal alien health care. Did y'all know that? $40 to $80 million according to Wire Point.
Yeah. So I want y'all to understand that them property tax bills are never going to go down.
Never.
Because you are paying for these illegals. If they spent $1.8 billion on shelters in just that's 1 year. 2023, 2024. Right?
1 year.
Now we're going to 2025. They shut down. They had half, so they shut down the end. They shut down the end of 3. They still had Hyde Park, the Midway one, and those 2.
And they still got the one on 26.
Well, yeah,
the one in Brooklyn.
Well, yeah, but that's a new one that's snuck in. So yeah, but they're paying that one. But I'm saying though, with those 2, they were going to try to, because the city didn't have no more money, right? So they were going to give it to the state, and they were going to do the state contract for Hyde Park if it wasn't for us. Mm-hmm. and us fighting. Though the Midway one and the one for Hyde Park was going to go to the state. Okay, Tarver, I will say, Representative Tarver, State Representative Tarver, he did speak about it. He did right up. He was against it in the beginning. Peters, the one who's trying to run for Robin Kelly's seat. He was the state senator over there. He was for it, and he didn't care until it started making big news and stuff like that. But he's right now he's running for Robin Kelly's seat. He can't never get that seat. So yeah. So I'm just letting you know that we are in disarray. The whole city's in disarray, and it's going to continue to be in disarray if you guys continue to vote blue because you feel like just because these ones didn't do well, the new set of blue gonna go in. No, it's not. It's
when have that ever worked for you? Think about it. These Democrats, when have that ever? I keep telling you all, and this is what I cannot keep preaching the most. You have to look at policies. The policies they don't go against their policies. They can't because their radical base would not allow them to. The Democrat is in bed with their radical communist socialist party. And that's who have taken over the Democratic Party. You see, the moderate, it's no moderate, it's no middle, it's none of that. Look at what's happening, guys. The Democratic Party, your Nancy Pelosi's, your Schumer, it's over. They are primarying them out.
Because they're trying to bring their kids in.
Because they bringing the kids. The AOCs are those are the worst of the worst. That's your far left where you got your radical base far as where a man can be. They want men and women bathrooms. They want they want sex change for all the kids. They want transgender talk to your kids. They want illegal aliens to say they built this because they want to saturate this with illegal aliens. They want Islamic groups to take over. This is that base. The Democrat Party is not your Democratic Party.
And these pastors and clergy and these
they're with them.
They're terrible.
They're with them.
They're absolutely terrible.
These policies are that. They do not care about Americans. It's over for Americans as far as what the Democratic Party care about. And so this is what you see when you see those kids beating on that woman. First of all, they don't incentivize in our community. Think about it, guys. They don't incentivize in our community for the father to be with the child and the wife, or get married and all that. They don't do that. But they want illegal alien families to stay together because that's what they're fighting for right now, talking about you're separating the kids. Yet, in our communities, they don't advocate for that. They want your black men to be gay, or most of your men to be gay. They want your black women to be strong, independent women who's the face of the Democratic Party, and the kids is just out here. This is what they want. And so when you have that, you don't have the fathers in the home. All the resources are taken from our community. They never make it there. So we don't have the economic resources that we're supposed to have. So everything you need to have a thriving community, you need fathers. You need to make sure that you push the family structure, which is man, wife, child, to grow up, a child to grow up in a healthy home. So they don't push that. They want you, first of all, to get rid of your kid, and if you don't, the father to be gay. So now they tore down the family dynamics. Then what they tell you, the educational system, one way that you can just almost bet on a failure of a race or a community is what you do. You starve them of their economic resources. Then you starve them of education. You give them poor education. You don't teach them. And then you don't have no economic, you don't have no jobs for them. So you don't, these are all the things, and then
will lead to
gang violence. So when you have these things, this is just a storm for disaster. This is just a storm for it. So no economic resources, no education, no jobs, no All these things that you take,
no
structure, no economic resources.
And it go back to honestly, we're gonna forever continue to suffer.
Yeah,
we're gonna continue to suffer if you continue to keep the excuses. Everything is done by design. Okay, it is that you're right. It is done by design. But now we see the design.
We see the design. So
are we going? So are we going to continue to decorate it?
Yeah.
Or are we going to
change the design?
Change the design. That's what I want to because I don't want. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing. Is it design? Yeah, duh, we know that. We know that, and we know that the design is a Democratic Party. So at the end of the day, are we going to walk away from this design and try the new design over here? That if you look at the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, if you really understand the U.S. Constitution, if you understand what the Civil War was, if you understand what the Radical Republicans were, I think we should go ahead and give them another try. Because our generation never gave them a try.
Yeah. On the policy, if you just look at the policies, they and this is what we see. So when you see those kids, understand that's what they see at their homes. This is what's in our culture. Stop trying to pretend like our culture is not that. The culture is terrible. The culture is terrible. What they idolize, what they push in our community, the families, the drugs. It's terrible. But you have no way out. They don't give you, the Democratic Party give you no way, Black Americans, no way out. All they do is keep you, and they keep you in a perpetual state of poverty where you have no way out, guys. So what are you going to do? Eventually you're going to destroy. It's going to destroy itself because they don't want you to have babies. So you're going to destroy yourself with this just perpetuate self-destruction. And that's what's happening. And that's what they push in our community. That's what they tell you. That's, they coddle this behavior. These kids right here need to be to be in jail. So they need to be in jail so they can understand the consequences of their actions, so they can get a learning lesson. So they need to be in jail. The parents need to be locked up. And now
they have no fear.
And they have no fear. And then they need to do a class together, a parenting class and a class they need a family class. They need classes together. They need counseling. They need to all of this because obviously the parents are terrible. The parents need some help. The parents need to understand how to raise kids and things like that. So they need, once they get locked up, then they need some counseling, and they need to finish this counseling period to make sure that you understand what it is to be a parent, like they get parenting classes, and you understand what it is to be a child, to be an obedient child. That's what they need to. Right, yeah, they need to right now. The parents and the kids. But you got to get them once you lock them up, and once you do what you're gonna do, you got to give them a way out or help. So once they get out, then they can they can understand change. And just like we were just saying, the mental resources are not here, the counseling for families. And you know why I know that they know what they're doing. You know why I'm saying this is because if you guys look at the New Americans plan, all of that is carved out for them. They know what it takes to have a thriving society or race of people. They understand it, and they know what it takes to have a disadvantaged community and a non-thriving community. They know what it takes. And just in that New Americans plan, they lined out everything line by line, item by item, of how to make sure that illegal aliens thrive and become successful, prosperous people in Chicago, in America. They did it, laid it out to the T. Well, they couldn't fail with this plan they had for them. They had money allocated. They had the money allocated. They had the education allocated to them. They had the jobs allocated to them, the business, the parenting classes, the counseling, the schooling. That's what I'm talking about.
These kids is raised off a video game.
Yeah, so they know what it takes to invest to make a community thriving, and they know what it takes to make a community not. So this is what you are seeing. So the money that we pay as taxpayers into our neighborhoods and communities, they don't go to us. They go to illegal aliens, so that a new Americans plan can go to can push them and fund them to have the American dream all off our backs, while our kids are losing theirs. And this is what it is. And we allow that. So this is why I say parenting classes, because just like they had it for illegal aliens and outlined it perfectly for them, then we need that. We need mental health institutions.
Them kids need, and we need a lot of things. Like them kids, they may, okay, say you don't want to put them into the juvenile system, right? My mother, I was a bad child. Like if my mother did not have structure, I'd have been wild like that. Every time I would do something that was questionable that could land me in juvenile, my mother used to always put me into a behavior center. They don't even have behavior centers anymore. Right. Like they have nothing to see what's going on, or what's going on. Like you may have, like, one of the things that I had when I was growing up was poor coping skills. Like kids don't even know what coping skills is. So like we have to go back to, why are you like this? Why are you acting like I was acting out like that? Was because my father wasn't in the house.
See?
You understand? But my mother was giving me everything, but I didn't have that father structure in the house. And it's kind of hard when you go places and people know who your father is because of what he was. But then when they ask, well, where's your dad at? Say, oh, he's home. But it take a toll on you, because at the end of the day, he's not at my home. My house. So you have to look at things like that. Like my mother did a great job raising me. However, you still want your father there, So
that's why
you have to live. So you have to live. So you have to figure out what that issue is, and they're not doing that for our kids and stuff like that. Like, what made that boy think it was cool for him to record that video of that lady, that mother and her children getting beat up because she's trying to protect the child?
The girl, the one started. They told the girl to hit, and the girl, the one hit the lady first. She hit the
the boy who was holding, that's a boy.
Who recorded it?
So what made? But I'm just saying, what made you think that was okay? To record that, and you being in you, like what was in your mind thinking that was cool to do?
Because they are so into getting likes. And
I'm saying that. But I'm saying that like that. Those are the questions that's why they have to go into these
What made you think that was okay?
Talk to a psychiatrist or talk to a psychologist, because like because that's mental.
What made you think that was okay and you did it?
Like, are you a sociopath?
And I think we should, and I really think we should get back to military schools. They need discipline.
They need military just
schools. And the reason why I said this, because I remember when we were used to, when you had military school, where they, it teaches you discipline. You get up every morning at a certain time, you make your bed. You get up and you do this. It's certain things you do every morning. It's like repeated. You do that, like, you keep doing it. You keep doing it. And when you do that, it's teaching them discipline. It's teaching them to understand that it's just like karate. When people do karate and things like that and sports, it's teaching you discipline. It's teaching you teamwork. It's teaching you how to work as a group. It's teaching you social skills, all of those things. And I think that we need to go back to discipline. And that's what they get in jail. Get up, you got to make your bed, you got to do these type of things. It's teaching them discipline and structure. They don't have that. They just lawlessness. They don't have to worry or get up. They don't have to work. They don't have to. You can be on welfare. You can get stamps. That's all these parents know and these kids know, and they teaching their kids these things. No, We have to teach them that no, you got to get up, you got to make your bed. You have to get up, you got to go to work. You have to get up, you got to go to school. You have to get good grades in schools. You can't just lay around and be on Call of Duty in your grades and you getting all F's. See, we have to go back to the family. We must educate the parents. So they need parenting school. They need parenting. The parents need parenting skills, parenting school, like they make you do when you do something to the child, far as neglect the child or a child endangering. You see how they make you go to parenting school to see if you gonna get your child back. DCFS. That should be when you got stuff like this. What just happened? That should be right now. They should be able to do it. And where is CTU? Yes, because that was at a school.
Stacey Davis Gates, where are you at?
All that money they asked.
Jackson Potter, where are you at? Social studies teacher Brandon Johnson, where are you at? You understand? Where are you at? The board of school, the board of education. Sean Harden, where are you at? You know what I'm saying? Jet 2, whatever, where are you at? Where?
They're too busy
Yeah.
on
Where is sellout Wallace Gator Bradley? I didn't see Willie Preston there. Shout out to Willie Preston. He went to the school. I saw him there. But yeah, I mean, at this point,
this was CPS school. What's Stacey Davis Gates in now? Because she sure was crashing out for illegal aliens.
Tax the rich.
No eye zones.
Tax the rich. Tax the rich.
Going to prison because we have our money.
Tax the rich. Tax the rich, shame the poor, whatever they say. But look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all because we gotta end up. We gotta wrap this up.
That's crazy.
I did hear that they got the lady and her kids out of the environment that they were in, so that's good.
I heard she was in the hospital too after this. I heard she was.
Yeah, because I think she's sick. I think she has sickle cell, and if she's pregnant, has that as well. So shout out to that she's out of the hospital, and I don't know if she's out of the hospital. I think she is, and that they have housing and
car and everything. They say get her out of there.
So yeah, that's good. That's good for Chicago to do that, and we need to start coming together and doing more. And honestly, we need to boycott every business who is anti-ICE.
We really do.
We need to because you have to understand they're trying to drain us. Mm-hmm. They're trying to drain us to pay for their lifestyle. For their lifestyle. These politicians, especially the Brandon Johnson administration, spent over $2 billion on these illegal immigrants. Okay, that's number one. And we're going to pay for it if we do not take a stand. And the first stand is register to vote and register as a Republican. The second stand is if you are anti-ICE and any of these businesses are anti-ICE, do not support their business. Just like they tell you don't support Target. Yeah, I went to Target the other day. I'm walking to Target every time I go to Target. You want to boycott something? Boycott not paying these property tax bills until you get a forensic audit. You want a forensic audit from the county. You want a forensic audit from the city. You want a forensic audit from the CTU. You want a forensic audit from this healthcare because at the end of the day, if the state of Illinois is spending $85 million a month on illegal alien insurance, if you think about that, I don't even think it's not a lot of illegal aliens in Illinois for $85 million a month in illegal in healthcare insurance. So clearly they're laundering in with that. And what Danielle said earlier was that they all in. You said with the insurance companies.
Yeah, the insurance companies. If you look at
yeah, it's a racket.
It's a racket. Yeah, because
it's
who benefits from that? Who benefit if you are paying millions or billions of dollars in health benefits for illegal aliens? That means the health insurance companies who are billing these people are getting rich. That means the doctors are getting rich who are seeing the illegal aliens. That means the pharmaceutical who's whatever they're the medicine that they're giving them, recommending everybody, the politician,
the lobbyists who got the politician to do it. So
everybody is getting rich off this because when you think about it, like Zoe was saying, they not that money, all that money is not going to illegal aliens. They are it's a whole, just like that Obamacare. They're going to Obamacare. What was that going to? That was going to the insurance companies. They were giving those subsidies, those politicians. Those were the people that were benefit. Those pharmaceutical companies that was giving the doctors and who were the medicine.
Thank you, Miss Chapman.
You know, so everybody was benefiting, guys. That's your ring right there. That's it.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme.
Because if I'm listen, first of all, we need people. First of all, we got to have doctors in on this. But
all the foreigner doctors.
Yeah, all the foreigner doctors. So then you have the doctors, but you got to have the doctors pushing the medicine. So you got the pharmaceutical. The pharmaceutical need the doctors because they're the ones who got to write the prescription for the medicine. But then you need the insurance companies to get to the doctors to get to the pharmaceuticals. But then you need the politicians to get all of this, and then you need the patients. So it's all a ring, guys. And when you look at it, in everything, every time it's a ring like this, who are the ones who are the least, who are the ones who benefit the least? It's always us. It's always us. Whether you the person who go to the doctor because the doctor pushing medicine that you don't need, telling like Zoe was saying with her mother, telling you your kidneys bad while they're giving you some medicine that's going to make your liver bad and your lungs bad, things like that. So now you need medicine for those two when you wasn't nothing wrong with you. So now we got all of these dialysis in our community.
Ran by
foreigners. And now all of a sudden everybody kidneys bad because it's medicine you was taking. It's all a ring, guys. And that's it. And we the only ones who we never benefit, but everybody benefits and get rich off us.
Yeah, it's time to like stop struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the crazy thing is there's so many people that, and when I say people, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, that see that they're so happy that finally we're speaking up, Black Americans, freemen, because they just saw like how bad they were doing. You know, I was talking to we went to dinner earlier with one of our friends, and I was saying that that the issue is the Democratic Party will continue to talk about, you know, we're all, you know, talk about the millionaires and the billionaires and they're taxing this and they're doing this and they're gonna fight against them and all that crazy stuff, right? And then when it goes to their property, you know, our property tax bills go up and then rent start going up and things like that. And we'll go and challenge it, but we don't challenge it.
Yes.
We don't challenge it. Like even with Maria Pappas.
Yes.
Maria Pappas got the nerve to come out and say that she's running for mayor, right? And then, but a couple of days before that, she speaks about knowing that the property tax bills came out, saying that December 14th, you guys can start, you know, repealing it. And then, you know, and then another 5 months, you guys. So basically, you can do a pay plan. That's how the foreclosure crisis happened. So y'all about to have another Obama crisis, foreclosure crisis, if you go that route and do the repeal. No, y'all need to
we shouldn't even have this.
Yeah.
Don't give me no doggone repeal.
Well, but we need to a reassessment, right? Right. So I don't need no reassessment.
Right.
I need y'all to I need y'all to do these forensic audits to figure out where did all this money go to, because when y'all went and gave these illegal aliens homes and buildings and businesses and brick and mortar and all that stuff, why to my personal house that I've had for I'm paying my mortgage, been paying my mortgage, including the taxes and all that stuff. Why my shit got tripled? Because y'all brought these people over here and gave them everything, but when it comes to us, you gonna give us time to pay, and then 5 more months gonna be so y'all can take my shit, like so y'all can take my house
because you know they can't afford it.
Y'all know that
those senior citizens are on the fixed income.
Yeah,
they can't pay no more than what they have.
And you got Corella DeVille mixed with Rod Stewart. If Corella DeVille and Ron Stewart had a baby, it would be Maria Pappas. And she coming up there like, and you guys can, and I have it because I know the South Side and the West Side got it hard.
Yeah, because we are the ones.
The South Side and the West Side always get it hard. Like we always
the poorest community.
How many times are y'all gonna continue to hear us saying that? We got hit the hardest. We always get hit the hardest. I'm tired of us getting hit at all.
Because I
don't want to be hit no more.
Because they know, Zoe. They know that we are the ones, even though we got hit the hardest.
We don't vote.
We're going to keep voting blue no matter who. Blue. They know it. That's why they going to know.
Let's put a Maria Pappas up there. Yeah. She's white. Okay, because that's what she said. Because Maria Pappas said, you know.
How about I don't want to pay no installments. How about I don't want to pay? How about my installments? How about my taxes shouldn't even be this way?
How about
they shouldn't even be this high?
I need the Department of Justice to come and investigate these property tax bills, because how did they go up triple?
Had
that right there. Like honestly, everybody needs to write the Department of Justice.
Yeah.
And let them know what y'all property tax bill was the year previously or the last 2 years, or if it's been consistent. Because basically, property taxes and your mortgage should be consistent.
Exactly.
It should be consistent. It should never be a surprise every year or every 2 years or every 3 years or 10 years from if you've been paying this same rate and everything's been good. There's no way that you guys should be paying triple and double like a surprise.
You gotta think about, guys. What was the only thing that changed this time? We got flooded with all those illegal aliens, and they got free everything. They paid billions for illegal aliens. That's what changed, and that's what changed in your tax bill.
But let's not talk about did they give you your money for your flooding of your?
No, still ain't got money. Still ain't got the money for the flooding. Still haven't gotten that. But you gotta have property tax bill, and then watch when senior citizens. Watch how many senior citizens lose their home from taxes. And
you gonna hire and you gonna vote Maria Pappas, and Maria Pappas can't even. She's the worst Cook County treasurer. So why she just as bad as Maria Conyers?
They just as bad as
the comptroller. Yeah. Like none of these people are. They just got plugged. They just part of the machine. Maria Pappas has been part of the machine. Susan Mendoza has been part of the machine. Maria Conyers Irvin, she's part of the machine. They're all part of the machine. They have no idea what they're doing. They're never going to have any idea what they're doing. The only reason why Maria Conyers Irvin is talking about something we need to boycott Trump and all that stuff is because they all know they about to get in trouble because they are thieves.
I can't even believe that. Well, I can't believe, guys, and I'm gonna be done because I'm gonna get ready to get this together. I can't believe that Chicago flips red should even be having to go this hard to convince you all of what's happening when you all can look at your bills. Look at your skyrocketing bills. Look at since Biden had gotten into office. Look how high as the gas, the food prices, the property taxes, the everything, the mortgage, your mortgage. Look at how high the interest rates. Look at how high they skyrocket. Look at how all the illegals flooded in on the Biden. Look at how high everything went up in the Biden and Harris administration. So that's just one thing.
And then they opened up the border.
And then, yeah, they opened up the border. Look how then on the local level, because you can't blame Trump because he wasn't even here.
Yeah, y'all can't blame Trump.
Look on the local level. Look how high, because you think you, and let me say this, you think you crying now, wait till you see your energy bills, because you know, Pritzker, you know, that's 4 a.m. in the morning, just about last week, they said that bill, you know your energy bill is going to go up real high too. So don't be surprised about that. So your energy bill, ComEd bill, energy bill. Don't worry.
We're about to live like real world in a minute.
We got gasoline. You know, the gasoline tax. Pritzker, your gasoline tax. You going on that? Your Uber tax. You know, far as the Uber when you so tollway, all that. So this ain't over with. This is just Brendan Johnson. We talking about on a state level. So we ain't got to wait. So don't get too comfortable if you think you paying high property taxes. Oh no! Wait till you see your gas bill, your ComEd bill.
That's what you want to boycott. You want to boycott. So, boycott Chicago and Cook County government.
Yeah. So you can't blame
and demand, but right.
Yes.
But right the Department of Justice, right attorney, right Kwame Raoul.
Yes.
Right Pam Bondi, right the President of the United States of America, dear President Trump.
Yes.
Yo, these property taxes is crazy, and I know they're trying to say it's you. I know they're trying to say it's you, and anybody that has any type, if you have one brain molecule, if you have one brain cell, just one. You know that this is not him.
This is all them. And that's why I said the fact that we have to make videos every day, the fact that we have to go and fight this hard to show you all what you all are staring, looking at in front of your face is sad. It's sad and it's sickening because when I open my bill, should nobody have to tell me that this ain't right. When I go look at everything, every tax that I'm getting taxed, and I'm looking at all illegal aliens living free and high off the hog. When I go into these grocery stores and they got baskets full of things, and I only have a little baskets, you ain't got to convince me of anything. I can see it with my eyes. The fact that I'm watching you would just solidify what I'm thinking, but it's no way in heck. So anybody should have to convince you of what's staring you right in your face.
Like as an adult, like we like
it just don't make sense. You see crime. Crime is not down. He should not. Ain't nowhere in the world you should let somebody convince you that crime is down.
Yesterday, they said a 26-year-old girl was set on fire on the blue line.
On the blue line. And you gonna let a rich politician with 150 police details and to Pritzker with details, Tony Pretwinkle come with her little security. When we see her, Juliana Stratton, they all come with their security. You gonna let them convince you that crime is down when you gotta walk down the street every day playing Russian roulette with your life, you and your kids. But somehow you gonna let these people convince you that crime is down. And we, Chicago Feels Free, gotta make videos like this every single day just to tell your ignorant butt of what's happening in your community, because you too crazy and you too dumb that you're gonna let somebody, a politician that will not live where you live, will not even allow his kids to go through what you let your kids go through, will not even subject his family to live how you live, and you gonna somehow let them convince you that what your reality is, it's not true.
And it don't take like this is not
at
like
this point.
This is really like addition.
We're selective. We're being selective.
4
stupidness.
+ 4 = 8.
Yeah.
You know,
we're selectively being we're just saying I want to be stupid. This is you're choosing. It's too much information out here. We got social media. We have everybody showing what's going on. Your bills just came out. Look at the itemized lines of what you paying for everything.
You know, and then y'all so it be so funny like watching some people that I notice on my Facebook that have an issue with my politics.
Yeah,
politics,
I can't believe it.
But they have an issue with politics because I voted for Trump. But not looking at I like it don't even get Trump don't got nothing to do with the city. You understand? The city and the state and the county has been messed up. Okay, like it's like continuing, like they God damn, I can't talk today. They continue to put crap on top of crap on top of crap and say, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take it out later. I'll take the trash out later. And then they'll never take the trash out. And so now the trash is accumulated to all the way out far. You're like, why do I never take the trash out? Oh, because we're going to take the trash out. We're not going to take the trash out. Oh, let me show you this real quick. And they take you somewhere else. And then they start some more trash somewhere else. So now we done got trash all over the place, and nobody refuses to take the trash out because y'all continue to vote the same way. Yeah, the trash in. You continue to put trash in. The same trash people who will never take the trash out, and because they're never going to take trash out because they are content. Their property tax bill is probably exempt.
That's it. You're right.
Their tax bill probably exempt.
You know how much property they probably back up when your grandma lose hers.
They're nonprofits. Nobody ain't bothering their nonprofits and their friends nonprofits. You know what I'm saying? Their kids getting a good education.
Right.
They going on vacations when they go on vacation. They have their cars. You know what I'm saying? They got everything that they need. They live in them.
And half of them living around white people that they tell you is racist. Half of their kids going to school with the white people they telling you is racist. Half of their family is living around the white people that they tell you is racist. Half of them. Do you think they're going to let their kids go to school with your black kids? And so you can get beat up like this? You think they're going to go to let them kids, they family walk into your community so you can get shot like you let yours? Oh no, they too good for that. I'm gonna let you deal with that because you all are peasants to them. Yeah. You the peasants, you the slaves to them. So we're gonna let your kids get shot. We're gonna let your grandmoms lose their homes. We're gonna let the girl get beat up or the mother get beat up. We're gonna let that happen to your family. And no. How dare my kids gonna go over here with the white people that I keep telling y'all racist. They gonna go to school with them. They gonna get a great education. You know the education that they told Brennan Johnson told you was racist. Test scores, homework told you is racist. While his kids are getting a great education, while he's standing up there a fully educated man and telling you to dumb yourself down. No, how dare? Yep. And this is what y'all go for every single time. And everything they can tell, only thing they can tell y'all is, only thing they have to tell you is white man. The white man racist. Ooh. Oh, it's black supremacist. And now primacy. And now you all just fall right back under that trans. When you see your bills just came out. We've been warning you all about this since 2 years ago. Especially when Brennan Johnson was trying to do that property tax.
And you know what?
We've been warning y'all about the money they stealing.
And it is supremacy, but right now the supremacy is elite supremacy.
Yeah,
and then it's trans supremacy. It's democratic supremacy. Yeah, like my thing is, I say this all the time, and I want to end it with this too. Mm-hmm. The country was built on racism. So racism is not the fight. I'm pretty sure that we've accustomed. We know what in 2025 we know when we're dealing with racism. What I dealt with the other day at Trump Tower, that was racism. When we get to that, we get to that. But right now we're dealing with black on black crime when it comes to the Democratic Party. We're dealing with black on black elitism. We're dealing with black people who they have a clique. The Democratic Party, the Black Democratic Party, is a clique. They are in order for you to be in a clique, you have to be a divine eye.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to one of them fake churches.
Mm-hmm.
You
have to be prior to the LGBTQ or something.
Yeah, have to be some type of
yeah.
thing like that. You want to download. I don't know what you're
yeah,
dealing with that.
You know,
yeah. You can get a job if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's in that clique, and you don't have to have no experience at all, as long as you kiss their ass. And that's how it's been like that for so long because they hide under racism, and then they have victim scamming women that's in the forefront, like the Jasmine Crockett, like Ayanna Presley, like Elizabeth Warner, AOC, Cori Bush, Jamal Bowman, Hakeem Jeffries, Cory Booker, Al Sharpton, Jonathan Jackson, Jesse Jackson Jr., Yusef Jackson, Jamal Bryant, Al Sharpton. Who we got? We got Roland Martin, Joy Reid, anybody. Yeah, those type of people. You have to be down. I mean, you have to get down with them, and click that and keep that racist narrative going. When they are the racists, y'all are the new racists,
and they selling
you. Y'all are the new racists,
and they selling you that. They selling you all of that. They the ones who selling you that garbage. They know good and well. They don't fix not one.
They don't fix not one solution.
Not to black people problems.
Now they will create the problem. They will keep the division going. They will keep the hate rhetoric going. But they will not solve one solution, and they all are some type of media, has some type of influence to get media to figure out something. They know that they've been redlining black people since the beginning of time. They know that we've been suffering to get generational wealth when it comes to real estate for a very long time. They know that eminent domain has affected Black Americans for a long time, especially with railroads, highways. But do they speak about that? No, they don't talk about the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. They don't talk about the Civil War. They don't talk about Frederick Douglass. If Frederick Douglass was a Republican, they don't talk about Harriet Tubman. They don't talk about any Black Republican.
Or they don't talk about anything that's
yeah. Really, but the fact that they don't talk about no Black Republican is a problem. Like it's never it
never existed. And all our ancestors were Republicans.
Yeah. So that right there is how you know that they are biased. And if anybody is biased like that, you cannot trust their expertise. You cannot trust anything that they say because they're not keeping it up.
Now think about it, and I'm just gonna say this, I'm gonna leave. All of them black people that's crying about ICE, all your black people she just named, crying about ICE, crying about what's happening with illegal aliens. Where's that same going on TV, making a big thing on what's Roland Martin every day, every other day talking about ICE.
Assholes,
Going every other day talking about ICE and what they doing. D.L. Hughley, all of them. Where's that same outrage for that mother right there with getting beat up? Where's that same outrage for all the killings that's in our community, for all the mass shootings that's every other day in our community? Where's that out? Imagine if they had that same energy, and these all black faces. Imagine if they had that. Brandon Johnson, how they fighting with ICE, all of these blackity blacks that's fighting for illegal aliens. Imagine if all the blackity blacks that's doing that, imagine they took that same outrage and turned it towards our community about what's happening with the gang violence and what's happening with the homicides that's going on in our community, with the mass shootings. Imagine what the difference that, or for the economic resources that we never gotten in our community. Imagine what we could accomplish if all of them turned that energy and focus it on what they keep telling y'all they for the black community. They keep telling y'all they for the black community, but everything that's hurting us, they never talk, they never speak against, they never stand up with us. But everything that's destroying us, they for, like illegal aliens and everything that's going to what they call liberate us. They don't even advocate for. They don't even speak about. They don't even talk about.
No, because it's a script. Like it's like I said, it was never how they had it. It was Kamala Harris was going to get in there, and it was really going to be, oh my God, you don't even want to know what it would have been like. So yeah, but in conclusion, we stand. Well, yeah, they don't care, but we stand with the mother and her children. We are for the parents to be held accountable, and those kids to be held accountable, because it has to start somewhere. And also, I'm for Trump bringing the military in, and I'm very adamant. I'm trying to tell you, if I was the president of the United States, the military would have been. I wouldn't play no games with y'all. As soon as the first water bottle that was thrown at one of the ICE officers, the military would have been brought in. The whole military. When I say I would have brought every troop from every country that they're in right now. Hello, here he is. I got it. We're about to go to Chicago. It would be so much military there that y'all wouldn't be able to go down the street. It'd be a tank everywhere because y'all going to have, we're not playing. It's something, it has to be done.
It has to be
done because we are at no point of return. We have social media. Social media is messing up people's minds. We have the mainstream media messing up people's minds. You have these politicians who are lying. You have these churches that are doing wrong. You have these schools that aren't teaching anybody but asking for raises. You understand? And tip money and pensions.
Yeah, CTU is making so much money. It's ridiculous.
The pensions need to be. I feel like the people who are already that receive the pensions, that's already been receiving them pensions, they should be like grandfathered in, like teachers that are. I know some retired teachers been retired for 30, 40 years, stuff like that. Yeah, they should be grandfathered in with the pension, but we really need to look at these pensions.
Yes,
because some of these people that are receiving a pension, they should be locked up so we can take them pensions away.
We can, and that can save us millions of dollars.
Yeah. So
because some of these pensions,
like Chewy Garcia gets 5 pensions.
Why?
He needs to be. Today they got on him because I don't know if they censored him, but they did get on him because he lied and said that he had nothing to do with his baby mama. They say his
trying to run,
but he was the first one who signed her petition.
Yeah. Why would we put Chewy Garcia? Why would we put your baby mama in there? And that's just like having you in there, his side chick or whatever you want to be, and it's just like having, so you can tell her what to do.
Yeah, he says Chewy Garcia has denied purposely clearing a path for his chief of staff to take his seat without facing a primary, but a document filled with Illinois elections officials shows he was the first to sign her nominating petitions days before he announced his retirement.
I'm telling you all, we cannot keep these people really think that they can just insert these people in. They really think that we're that dumb that we're going to keep letting you insert these people in. This is what they think, Joe. He think I'm gonna retire because it's getting too hot for me. But I'm gonna let this my puppet sit in that seat, and I'm going to be the puppet master, and she's gonna do everything I want her to do, but I just can't sit in that seat because it's getting too hot for me. And you're going to allow it because you're just that dumb, and you're not going to vote no differently. It's what I say, and this is what it's going to be. How dare these people think that this is what is? I mean, come on. At some point, y'all. Yeah. At some point, you just not gonna keep playing in my face. You just not gonna keep playing in my face like I'm just gonna keep being like I'm just dumb and I'm nothing. I'm just like the bottom of this shoe right here. You just not gonna keep doing that to me. At some point, you gotta love yourself. Real talk. You're not gonna just keep in my face showing me that you think you're better than me, that you think that, hey, you so dumb that it's right here going low. You so dumb that whatever we tell you all to do, you're gonna do it anyway. I don't care what we show it, what you see in front of you. You just that stupid. That's stupid. It's the audacity for me.
Yeah, but you know what? Y'all about the FAFO. So at the end of the day, that's what it is. But we got to get up. We got to get her ready for tomorrow. Oh, y'all want to see? Oh, y'all want to see? Y'all want to see our spot? Y'all want to see our spizz at? No. Okay. Never mind. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Until later.
Bye-bye. Love y'all.